Hey, alright. Y'all like the thumbnail? Thumbnail turned out nice. Let a few of you come in that I'm going to mute for a minute because I got like dinner to make and calls to make and emails to go through. Lee, howdy. Lorna, howdy. Howdy, everybody. Do. JHH, how you doing? It's going good. Going decent. We'll get some good rest. We got a watch party to do, though. Yeah, we'll be safe as we could be. Am I gonna watch TV tonight? I doubt it. I don't know. I'm gonna like eat something, get on the phone, probably go through emails and who knows what else. But you guys watch. I'll be back, talking with you here shortly. I looked at weather radar. Looks like maybe some stuff will crawl this way. We'll see. Oh, tornadoes have definitely tipped over big rigs. Absolutely. Yes, they will. Especially we're empty. In fact, Love's in Oklahoma. I think the same night or the same weekend that the massive Mord tornado went through, it destroyed that Love's out there. Eaton or something like that. Little town out in Oklahoma. Totally destroyed the store, and trucks were like laying sideways on top of each other and all that. So absolutely, that won't stop anybody. All right, I'm going to mute you for now. Let me get some dinner done and whatever else. You guys watch and chat. Keep each other informed on where the bad weather is, and we'll get back with you shortly. Sound like a winner? I'll see you shortly. So what's weather doing? What's weather doing? Is it coming close? We are having spaghettis and meatballs. Spaghetti and meatballs. Spaghetti and meatballs. Oh, am I not muted? I'm muted. Spaghetti and meatballs. Spaghetti. Fish flaw. What's fish flaw? Tornado warning or whatever. I guess. I don't know. Anybody clarify? I'm just going by what other people told me. Tornado watch. What did I put? Let's see, maybe I need to change. Oh, I guess I can't change the title. I don't know. What did I put in the title? Warning or watch? Heading northeast near Joplin. Whoop, whoop. Maybe we'll be in the middle of it. I mean, hopefully not, but... Beef enchilada is nice. Dropping storm 60 miles an hour. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. All right. Alrighty. Oh, spaghetti. Hot, 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 baby. Hot, hot. Hot, hot, baby. Hot, hot. Oh, hey. Get me in the face, man. Where's my forks? Big pile of forks. I got to start eating my Danish. Started tomorrow. Buddy, good stuff, Maynard. Homemade. You know, cooking several boxes of spaghetti and then vacuum sealing it is wonderful. All these meals that I don't have to cook, but yet I get to eat on the road. Good stuff, Maynard. All right, get some baby tortillas. Yeah, buddy. Oh, where's my drink? Where's my drink? I need my drink. Big Red to the rescue. Doot, 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 doot. Big Red to the rescue. JHH, we're doing good. I love tortillas, man. Tortillas are good for everything. put hot dogs in tortillas. Use tortillas for bread. Everything. Tortillas are like everything. They last longer than bread too. Fry, you know, make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches out of them. Everything. Good for sopping up gravy. Good stuff. Fried tortillas, everything. My favorite thing is instead of a hot dog bun, wrap it in tortillas. You got your own roll. Well, spaghetti's hot. Burn my lips off. Flour always. Corn tortillas, like you bend them in half and they crack and break and well, I always get flour. Especially in Aldi. Sam, how you doing, buddy? Well, those are not headlights. Those are running lights. When the truck is activated, meaning, like right now, the truck is not physically running, but it is in standby start mode. When the battery gets low, it'll automatically start and stop. When you are in any standby mode or the key is in the on position, the newer LED trucks will have their running lights on like that. So those aren't headlights, those are just little parking lights, I guess you could. They're basically little eyebrow lights above the headlight. Here, I'll see if I can zoom in for you. Well, it still looks like headlights, but they're little eyebrow lights. There you go, Charles. Very good. Is it windy? Any high wind running around? I know they're talking like 80 mile an hour wind or whatever. So far, nothing here. No rain, no. That was wonderful. Excuse me. So far, nothing happened here. Except for our spaghetti. I love spaghetti. Second tortilla. Doug, how you doing? Right, I'm going to mute you for a little bit. I'm going to eat in peace. 3, 2. All right, what's the latest? Any storm stuff, or is it all going away and we did this for nothing or whatever? I see a question about the caves. The caves are underground. There's no cell signal and there's no satellite. There's absolutely no way you can broadcast live. If you search our channel, you will find some of our older videos we made. All right, we'll tell you one of our stories. Long time ago, in a land far, far away, I was coming up south, headed north into Joplin, and I don't remember the details about exactly when, well, where we were going or whatever, but we decided to stay at the Big Petro in Joplin. I think that's like exit 4 or something like that. Back then, Petros had buffets, and it was a really great place to go. I pulled into a parking spot. Now, we were hearing the radio talking about storms and you know, bad weather and tornadoes, and I thought, well, we'll just see how it goes. I went in and had the buffet at the Petro, and I thought, after, when we came back out, the sky was all ugly, and you know how you get a sixth sense type of thing, weird feeling, instinct or whatever. I thought, you know, I have hours that I could drive. And this is back when we had paper logs. We didn't broadcast that particular drive because YouTube, we weren't even on YouTube back then. We didn't join YouTube until 2016. So we don't have any video of it. But I thought, you know, we better move. I remember we had like 4 hours left that we could drive. And I got back on the road. I don't remember if we went east or if we continued north. But wherever it was that we ended up shutting down like an hour or two or whatever it was later, then I saw all the news reports about Joplin and tornadoes right where the truck stops were. Flying J got damaged. Of course, a hospital got destroyed. Joplin was just torn up like horrendously bad. But that's the Joplin tornado story. The other one I was going to tell you about, we actually were on YouTube, I believe. We stopped for the night in East St. Louis at that Pilot that we've stayed at many times before. And it was one of those stormy days all day long. And we parked there, and tornadoes were popping up all around St. Louis. And I don't know, it never occurred to me to turn the cameras on or whatever. But one of the reports blared the phones, you know, all the phones and the tablets and stuff, saying take cover, take cover. Tornado was reported like 2 miles away from us, and I think it had ended up hitting one of the casinos. But it was headed exactly to what they said was the racetrack if you know that area, that racetrack is literally across the street from the pilot truck stop. And the wind, I remember getting out of the truck looking, and the wind was non-existent. It was just eerie still, not a sound, not a nothing, not a breeze, anything. And I thought, this just feels so weird. And then the tornado folks kept saying, it's coming, it's headed straight toward the racetrack, it's about a mile away. I wasn't sure what to do, but I'm thinking, okay, 1 mile away and we are directly in its path. I ended up putting on my big overalls and my big parka, sat and buckled myself in the front seat, because I was thinking, if we did take a direct hit and the truck glass blew out and rolled the truck over or whatever, me laying in my bed would just toss me around like a baked potato. But at least if it did hit the truck and the truck flipped over, at least we would be buckled into the seat, you know, to keep us from flopping around the truck. But we also wore the big parka and gloves and everything, so if the windshield did pop out or the side or anything like that, at least we could try to protect us, you know, from any breaking glass or debris or whatever. But we were fully prepared. And I remember I called Mom and said, Mom! And believe it or not, it lifted back into the sky like a quarter mile from the racetrack. That's probably the closest we've ever been to an actual truck stop tornado ourselves. I've seen them in North Dakota when we were out in the missile fields up in Minot, North Dakota, but those were like a good distance away, but you could still see them. But that was the closest that I'd ever got to being in a tornado. So that's the two tornado stories I had for you. The only other one, going down 55 near, what is it, Haiti or Haiti or whatever it is, on 55, storm and ugly, and we were headed to Memphis, and the wind was getting bad and the sky was green, and I decided to pull into the pilot and kind of wait out the storm. It got ugly, but it moved on, and so we got back on 55 South, and I don't know, 5 miles, 10 miles down the road, there were several 18-wheelers blown over, and basically from the timing, that would have been right where we were. So if you're ever in a car or in a truck or whatever, and you get that feeling, your sixth sense, follow your instincts. If that means stopping short, you know, or whatever, follow your instincts. Dave O, how you doing? Thankfully, Arkansas, we weren't in the tornado, but we passed by, actually, somewhere on north of North Little Rock. The road we were on passed right by a massive RV dealership that we had passed several times. The lot was vacant. The building was gone. And you look along the tree line, and all of the trailers, Class A and everything, was all smashed up into a little ribbon right against the trees. Now, you know that was a massive multi-million-dollar insurance claim right there. And then, of course, you've heard us talk about, what is it, Greenfield, on US 54 in Kansas. We rolled through that town minutes after a tornado took that whole town out. Totally wiped out downtown. Thankfully, we've not come any closer than that, but You never know. So if you're out roaming around, always follow your instincts. Hey Jack Knife, how you doing? Oh, Kansas? What's that? Talking about Yellow Brick Road, Dorothy's house? Liberal. I took a lot of pictures of Liberal. I was visiting a buddy back then, and Liberal got hit with the tornado. There's a Wizard of Oz museum there. That got destroyed. Trains got toppled over. A 5-minute oil change place was actually hit directly, and it took 3 out of the 4 cinder block walls down. But when I drove by it, there was still a car on the lift. And personally, that blows my mind away, that something could blow the roof off, blow 3 of the 4 cinder blocks down, but leave a car on the lift. That doesn't make sense to me. But strange things happen. There, if you want to do a Google search, the Loves, one of the Loves that got hit by a tornado, I think somebody took drone pictures of it, or maybe, I don't know how they did it, but they took a picture from above the Loves store. The Loves had no roof, and below where they took pictures, at the bottom of the image, or whatever you want to call it, was the shelves where the coolers were, where all the bags of chips were still on the shelf. And it's like, alright, how do those chips stay on the rack but the roof get blown away? Don't believe me? Check that out. That's a true picture that I'm sure you can Google it, and that was long before AI ever made up stuff. You know, I understand nowadays it's hard to tell, and everything's convoluted with all that AI garbage, but that was real, and that was taken before AI stuff. Gotta check it out. I do think the tornadoes are awesome in what they do. You know what I mean? I saw pictures of mobile home trailer, house trailer. The telephone pole was exactly 90 degrees right through the wall of it. Not sideways, or how do I say it? It was perfectly horizontal. Right, just punched a hole right through it. It's just pretty weird to me. J-Dub, how you doing? Oh, Sandra, sorry to hear that. Any storms got closer, or us doing this made the storms all go away? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, Pet Center? Well, we've been very, very fortunate not to have gotten mixed up with anything. Actually, I just thought of another time. Fort Worth, long before I was a truck driver, I went downtown Fort Worth to pay a car bill. And a tornado came up, and I actually drove into an alleyway in between two buildings, and it happened to be next to what they called the Gold Building, which was downtown Fort Worth's tallest skyscraper, and all the windows were gold plated. No, how do I say it? Gold colored, shining gold exterior looking, whatever. And I remember the wind rocking the truck around, or the car around, and all that stuff. And I saw telephones bouncing in the street from the skyscraper, and I saw lots of glass flying. It came in and left pretty quickly. And then I drove and got out of town. But let me tell you, that gold, what they called the Gold Building, was totally destroyed. 90% of the glass was blown out. and it sat vacant for, wow, 10 years or whatever, because it would have cost more to replace all those glass panels than the building was worth. If you want to see those pictures, just Google Fort Worth tornado downtown. You'll see the gold building that I'm talking about. That we've been close, but we've never. I don't know. Do you consider that being in a tornado? I don't. I guess you could call that hiding from the tornado. But yeah, Google the Fort Worth tornado that struck downtown, and the gold building. You'll see what I'm talking about. Boulevard, 20 miles north of us. I guess no storm's gonna get us, huh? Oh well, maybe that's good. Maybe that's a good thing. Early 2000s. Yep, Trinity River, there you go. There you go, All Things Harbor. Thank you. Appreciate you. But I will admit that seeing telephones and glass fly in front of you and crash on the street or the alleyway, whatever you want to call it. It was an alley, but it was like a car or two could fit through there, so I don't think it was actually a street per se. I think it might have just been a wide alley. But seeing things fall from the sky did freak a boy out. I don't know. Well, hell, I'm 30 years old, 32, whatever. 99% chance. 99% chance for what? A tornado or rain or what? Yep, Chicago. Yes, I remember that country classic. But I don't think that was. I thought that was a fire that took out the county classic cars. Been through there many times. In fact, I remember they rebuilt the warehouse that burned up, and it never came back. Never came back like it was. I'm sure the owners probably gave up on it. Crystal, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Pay for plats. What's a plat? But I thank you very much. Appreciate you. License plate, you mean? Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't. Plates is something I hadn't even thought of yet. But we've looked at insurance, we've looked at all sorts of good stuff, but hadn't looked at plates. That's like a minor expense. Charles, how you doing? Gerald, Texas tornado. Yes, I do. Just north of Austin, Texas. I do remember that. And do you know why I remember that? Oh, I just saw lightning to my left. I remember I wasn't near there when that happened. But I remember the Gerald tornado because they just built a subdivision. Literally, they just built the subdivision. And it wiped the subdivision clean. As in every house, however many they had built at that time, completely wiped away. But the tornado was so strong, and the way it hit that fresh subdivision, it literally peeled the asphalt from the ground because the road was still fresh and it hadn't really, I don't know, cured into the dirt or whatever, but literally peeled the road away along with the houses. And I remember seeing those pictures. And I mean, can you imagine winds being so strong it rips the road off the ground? That just, I mean, I don't know. That's something else. And that's what I remember from the Gerald tornado. Tornadoes ain't nothing to play with. Well, even a hurricane. When we, Georgia, remember, not too long ago, whatever that hurricane was, we parked at that Love's. The next morning we were rerouted like 200 miles out of route because you couldn't head south to Savannah. Power lines were down and we were going around and around because the roads were closed, and we ended up going over to Columbia, and traffic was horrible, obviously. But all the trees, the whole lane was closed because every tree just totally blocked the lane, you know? That was something. I don't even remember how many viewers we had when we were streaming all that. Ashman, how you doing, buddy? Ain't seen you in a while. Oh, and then we went through Asheville, North Carolina, and saw the river with the 18-wheelers in it. That's, you know, I don't know. That's something else. Hey William, how you doing? Food review, how you doing? Hurricane Helene, yeah, there you go. Trenton, how you doing? No worry, Crystal. take out to put your big fridge? I did get the bunk beds, and I'll use it for storage and whatnot. We passed through Moore, Oklahoma a couple days after it happened too. Big tornado. Like I said, I've been very fortunate to avoid all the big stuff. But the time a tornado went through Lancaster at the Snyder Yard and spun a trailer around in midair, I was actually in Dallas when that happened. That Snyder Yard is right where the Flying Hook is and all of that. I don't remember where, but I was somewhere in that Dallas area. And I remember seeing that on the news. It didn't lift that trailer like 5 feet off the ground. It like went way up. Can you imagine if that fell on traffic or something? But yes, I do remember that. Ashman, we're doing good. Glad you're back watching us. Hey, you're welcome, Doug. 20 years on the road, we get a lot of stories. When we do retire, we're going to do a live stream with a call-in show, and you guys could ask me all the questions you want about trucking or whatever you want. Things that I can't really say now. But, you know, I mean, within reason. Yeah, 580 miles or something? I forgot what it was. Let me see. We did 586 miles today. Yep. Let's pull up our driving score. We don't have a score, but I want to see if we still have 3 stars. Nice. That should help really boost our score for tomorrow. Kind of like the one you drew. What? Am I done in September? So far, that's what it's looking like. Heavy rainfall expected this evening. Frankly, how you doing? I got a message from Leanne Henry on Mastodon. Our RV that we took a picture of has two drawbacks. One, doesn't want peeps that I don't know walking through the house to sell the place. I wonder how Steve handled that. And two, the cost of a breakdown. Well, the cost of a breakdown is just part of life, no matter what. But I don't understand what people would be walking through my RV to sell the RV. We just bought it brand new off the factory, from the factory. Nobody's walked through it but us. And nobody else will walk through it but us. So I don't know what she meant there. No storms. Well, bummer. Well, hey, TJ Elevator Fan, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. How you doing over there? In the... Oh, where are you? You are in Charleston, South Carolina, correct? Long time no see, TJ. How's life treating you? I don't remember Ohio last year. I don't remember that. If that's accurate, Pet Sitter, it might not have scared me enough to even remember. But I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Of course, I don't always remember everything. Jessica and Stephanie, how you doing? I've been kind of halfway keeping up to your Facebook posts. I know she had a lot of trouble recently. Prayers out to you all the time. The RV will be gas, or is gas. And we'll be using Loves. All of my points I've been saving with the Loves, we will use for free parking at Loves RV sites. That'd be awesome. Did the sun just go out? I don't think so. I've been talking to TJ and he never responded. Maybe he did. Another trip to Mayo. Keep it good. Oh, lightning. Did you see that? I saw that. Rachel, how you doing? We're doing okay. Waiting on the storm to arrive or not arrive. Didn't figure out what to do with that. Okay. Yeah, it might not have been that big of a deal to us. Oh, I know what you're talking about. We did a little broadcast, right? Like a little half-hour broadcast because it got really windy and heavy torrential rains and high winds. So we went live, spur of the moment, and it was only like half hour, then it was all gone. That I remember. I remember now that you mentioned it. That was somewhere north of Cincinnati, like on 71 or 75, one of those. I remember. But yes, I remember now. I remember that now. See, y'all got a better memory than I got. Of course, there's only one of me and 80,000 of y'all. Plus, I'm old. Ain't been fitted for a hearing aid yet. What? What'd you say? I said your hair looks nice. Bama Rush, how you doing? South Dakota doesn't get tornadoes, do they? Somebody asked me a question and I'm trying to scroll back. Alright. What is it? No, the loves points are mine. They're not give back nobody. They're mine. Hey, Harry, how you doing? Bacon, who's got bacon? New severe thunderstorms. Am I going to sell in your store something to do with the new RV? Yes. Right now the store is closed, but we will have a big clearance sale on all the remaining shirts and hoodies that we have for the trucking, you know, the 2 million mile and whatnot. We'll come out with new mugs, probably. We'll open our store and put some good stuff in there. Want to completely rebuild the website, completely rebuild the store. Instead of our website being a trucking related website, you know, with trip maps and all that other mess, which is fine, that's what you need for trucking, but we would become more of a travel website where we'll each place that we visit will have its own little blog and video, and we'll bring back the photography, all that good stuff. Can you design an RV shirt? Absolutely. We have a retirement calendar on our website front page. If you scroll down about halfway or so, as of right now, it is our 20th anniversary with this same company, which will be September 8th. Doesn't mean that exact date, because, you know, anything could happen with trucking. That's the scheduled time for us to be into retirement, right after I get my 20-year vacation bonus, because I hate to give up that. But on the other hand, I could be subject to retiring early if I just can't handle having an RV at the house and sunny days and me driving around. So you never know. Thank you, Doug. We will we'll let you know as we go along, and you know, keep you informed. We'll still do the website. We'll still broadcast live on travel days. We'll hike some trips and do some exploration live. No matter where we are, I've bought a second Starlink just for our hiking. We'll do all sorts of stuff. We'll put the tower cam on top of the RV if we're at a good river or something like that. We got a lot of stuff planned. Ashman, thank you. Got a lot of stuff planned. We're gonna have to learn a new format, you know, because I mean it's completely different. It's the same, but there's so much more opportunity. We'll be able to meet road crew better. We'll be able to be on our time instead of somebody else's time. You know what I mean? Marlene, how you doing? You're doing great. Glad to see you. Well, glad to see you too. We're gonna have to come visit you one day. Again. What was that other guy's name that came to visit us? Was it Steve also? I don't remember. I'm horrible with names. Oh, I don't remember. Now I'm embarrassed. I don't remember his name. Rachel, how you doing? I guess storms ain't coming here because I don't see lightning anymore. It's already almost 10 o'clock. No storms. New bobblehead. You know what? I still have a ton of bobbleheads. We're going to have to sell out of those. Hey, before I design another bobblehead. I think we've got like 80 bobbleheads left or something. That's a big investment. We'll have to sell out of those some way, somehow. Unless somebody wants to buy 20 of them, I'll give you a discount. I know, family, that's going to be tough. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I'll finally be able to get my motorcycle going again and relax and have my campfires and realize that I don't have to be anywhere. You know what I mean? I am excited, yes. So don't be 100% shocked if one day we do retire early. But if we do, we'll let you know. Ooh, Stan's fixing cinnamon rolls and coffee. Nice. Nice. Do I get some? I know we're going to go camping with two old men and hang around Oregon and Idaho. And you guys will have a forum. You guys will actually be able to submit your ideas and suggestions about where we go, you know, where we go to explore or whatever. Because you guys know your areas and know the places, secret little hidden gems that nobody else really knows. That's what we're going to be looking for. But as we move along, we'll let you know where to submit and how to do it. And of course, geocache across America, we're going to hide 500 medallions. Not the road crew medallions. We're going to hide 500 special medallions with serial numbers on them. I currently don't have a motorcycle. I've had a motorcycle every day of my life until a month after I went truck driving. Then I sold it. But I've always had Kawasaki Vulcans. I love that line. So I will have to probably get another one. Wind River Canyon. I've been there. I camped there. Remember, that was the cover of one of our calendars. Was tent camping in the Wind River Canyon. In fact, we did a live broadcast from Thermopolis. Anybody watch or remember that one? Yep, Rachel, will be on our own time. We'll have to let the frog do the sewer pipe and the water pipes and stuff. She likes that kind of thing. Or so I've heard. Prescott, Arizona, you know we will. We're going to go everywhere, everywhere. Everywhere. Biscuit. Brisket. Biscuit. You remember Thermopolis? You watched that? Nice. Okay. Oh, I can't think of any, but I'm sure there's still roads that we've not been on. Because we're still finding new customers that we've not been to either. I remember going through New Mexico, that lonely road. It's called 491 now, US 491 now, Farmington, New Mexico, and all that area. I remember going on that road when it was called 666. And I remember going the Backroads, what is now Interstate 22 between, I don't remember, Birmingham and Memphis. 22 used to be a little back road because it didn't quite attach to Birmingham. And every time we went by, they made a little bit more of the interstate. And now it's just totally wide open. There's lots of new roads that they're building. I remember we went to one customer years ago, and I remember because the directions said go to the T, and right at the corner of the T of a 2-lane road was a big customer. And I have since been back to that customer, and that T is not a T, it's a massive intersection, and that 2-lane road is like 6 lanes wide now. And that whole wide open farmland is now all warehouses. So, yeah, Scott. I was close. My middle name is Scott, so I remember that. The rain out west is inching closer. Does it look like big blobs of red and all that? US 78, there you go. I'm sure there's tons of places that we haven't been. I just can't think of any right now. Because, I mean, the whole country is expanding. New roads are being made and farm fields are disappearing and all that. What customer? I would not even have any idea. I don't even remember where it was. That's because we go everywhere, and half the time I don't even remember where I spent yesterday. You know what I mean? Because every day it's something different. Upper Wisconsin and Upper Michigan, yes. I've been up to Duluth and Upper Peninsula, UP or Upper, whatever. Manitowoc. There's so many places I want to go camping. There's no way that I can even cover everything. I want to stay in the back roads. Even though Zion and Glacier, and I've been to all of those, and they're all great and wonderful. In my opinion, everybody knows about those, and those are all heavily documented on the internet, you know, by other people. I want to go through the towns that nobody really knows they exist. I want to find the hidden waterfalls that is so out in the boonies, because to me, the best stuff out there is the stuff nobody else knows about. The hidden towns and the, I don't know what's out there, the old hidden gems from people that have lived in these towns their whole life. They know what it's like. And the world is so fast-paced. Everybody just stays on the interstate and goes to all the high-dollar Zion and Yellowstone and all of that. That's great, but I want to go to I want to be in search of the hidden stuff, in search of the places that nobody else has ever heard of. That is going to be our goal. That's why we're going to hang around the back roads. That's why I need your help in submitting the secret places, the hidden gems that you guys know about. No matter where it is. If we could get there in an RV, that's where I want to go. Next town over? Well, we'll see. You're going to be working horses again? Excellent. Yap, how you doing? And we'll even interview people. One of the people I want to interview is TJ Elevator. Oh, me. I don't know about you, but I'm burning up. That's funny to say. I can't wait till summer, then we can complain about how hot it is. West Virginia, absolutely. We'll let you know when we get that form up for you to start submitting. And if you want to be on camera while we record and all that stuff, and you show us where to go and whatnot, absolutely. You know, we'll arrange for you to be on camera and whatnot. And if you don't, that's fine too. I still want to know the best places to go, you know, when you were a kid and whatever else. All the good stuff. We got up to 80, 82 today, I think was the high we saw. BigRigTravels ain't going nowhere. We'll change our format, we'll change what we drive, and we'll make the involvement with the road crew 10 times better. 20 years, 2 million miles. We're ready. We're chomping at the bit. If you look at the Mastodon, you can see on our last time off. In fact, 1 week ago today, we slapped that sold sign on that RV. Monday, I'll have to get the inspector out there. Schedule the inspection. And get everything lined up. That way, next time, first week in April, we'll go sign for it and drive it home. Dang it, let's just retire now. All this talking about it. We actually own the domain name BigRigTravels, or BigRVTravels. Did you know that? But I don't want to give up BigRigTravels because Google likes us. We are well known in the search engines and all this other stuff. If we just abandon BigRigTravels and start with BigRVTravels, it'll basically be started from scratch. And I don't want to do that. BigRigTravels is still traveling in a bigger rig than a car. You know what I mean? We've built our brand, and we're in our 19th year. It is the one that we were at the show, spending a lot of time in, but it is not that exact one, meaning that one was sold to somebody else. Ours came from the factory and went to Huntley Tuesday, and then we test drove it Thursday. Yes, we will live stream the travel days. We will live stream hikes and small town tours. We'll also do hard record documentaries. We'll do tower cam on top of the RV. We'll do everything just 10 times better. Yeah, we'll change the description. The whole website will be changed. Logos will be changed. We've already got all that well underway. We got all that stuff handled. New logos, new website, new store, new all that stuff. But the same driver, same crazy driver, same general format, meaning live stream everything we can. Yep, William. We started broadcasting on YouTube in 2016. Before that, we were broadcasting on Ustream, Justin TV, Vidal, and before that, we started with cam streams where we could only have 10 viewers at a time. Because we were doing stuff that technology could not support us. And so we were ahead of our time. That's why we made it to PC Magazine, MSN, WGN in Chicago, and all that good stuff. Because we were doing stuff that people didn't really ever hear about doing. Now everybody and their brother does it. We have a placeholder on Twitch, but we did research on Twitch, and I don't think Twitch is really a format that goes along with our values. Twitch, if you like Twitch, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you. You know, I'm not putting anybody down. I just don't think we belong on Twitch. Never ending road. Yep. There you go. You'll be able to submit where you want us to go. Absolutely. You will be an integral part of where we end up. We'll finally be able to do things like Albuquerque Balloon Festival and EAA. Spend the week out there at EAA and just roam around all the airplanes and all the good stuff. We won't have to just try to fit everything into 4 days a month. You know what I mean? Have I heard anything from 86? I actually talked to her last night. She's holding her own. She's just taking time for herself, which is good. So, what do you mean, do I film on the passenger side or the driver's side? Snowman is on the driver's side. The broadcast camera is on the passenger side, but they're both toward the middle. Does that answer your question? You've been watching since 24? Good deal. People forget that we have to do a job. But in the RV, we don't have to do a job. If that makes sense. We'll still be family friendly. You know, all that good stuff. Did you know that BigRigTravels is the only trucking live camera allowed or approved on the National Public School Use Register? I think I said that right. We are actually allowed and approved for our streams to be used as an educational tool while we're broadcasting live. I know there were 2 driver's ed classes that used us. A math teacher used us. Geography. All that good stuff. You know, in our trucking adventures. You've been watching us since high school? Good deal. When was it we've had a white truck? Oh, we've had several white Cascadias. I don't remember. Yep, we'll get even bigger. That's gonna be your job, Emma. Well, here it is, 10 o'clock and no storms. What's up? Somebody just sent me a message that we should sell our bobbleheads to Ollie's. Overstock. There you go, Valerie, and you do a great job with that, and I appreciate you. west and southwest of us. Are they moving this way? Will Stitch be with us? I don't know. Maybe some. We'll have to see. Yeah, if we get rid of all the bobbleheads we have, then we could look at something else. But 35 miles per hour northeast. What could be your first choice of place? I don't know. I get asked that a lot. I don't know. Right? I don't know yet, to be honest with you. Probably do a few trial runs. Will I do any Lego building? Yes, we will do a whole lot of studio stuff. I've got probably 15 wooden and Lego models to build. We'll be doing a lot of that. We're working on building game nights where we'll give away prizes to you. All sorts of good stuff. Most of our broadcast right now is just us driving, but that will change to a lot more home studio stuff when we're not camping, and more hiking and more town exploration and that type of stuff. And cooking as well, barbecuing and whatnot. Yes, we will be doing that. Kind of limited in what I could do before because of time. But when we retire, we'll have all the time in the world to plan and do things the way we've always wanted to do them. I actually think the channel will explode with the whole new set of folks. Of course, we'll lose some that only like us because we're a truck driver. It's funny, I did get an email a while ago and said if we go in the RV, they're going to stop watching us because they watch us for trucking. And it's like, well, you kind of miss the point of BigRigTravels, but that's okay. Hey, if you know, if we no longer interest you, you know, whatever, that's fine. That's I'm doing what I'm going to do, and everybody else can watch or not watch. That's all there is to it. Will I take the RV into Canada? I don't know. That's way off in the distance. I don't know. I mean, there's so much to do in the U.S. Key West, absolutely. Everything. Yes, we will be playing Plinko. Yes. We'll be bringing the call-in show back, where you guys will actually talk to me in person. Well, on the phone, whatever. Probably more jigsaw puzzles. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of airtime. Yes, there will be. Ian, how you doing? How do you drop a badge on somebody? I don't understand that. That must be new. Oh, and I have been informed that yesterday and today somebody named Chris has been spamming about weird things related to feet and whatever. Don't let that garbage go on. If one of our moderators see that garbage going on, boot them out. We ain't got to put up with nothing weird. I don't see it because I don't go mess with chat while we're driving, but it was reported several times, so. What you think is fun, Valerie? Oh yeah, we will. We're just gonna chill. Well, get rid of them if they start being weird. How long this storm watch party? That didn't happen. Not even a drop of rain. How long we've been broadcasting? I'm getting tired. We gotta wake up early in the morning. So did this storm system fizzle out on us? Is it like not happening? Maybe it's a dud this time. Now, had we not done a watch party and prepared for it, we would have been lambasted with rain and hail and everything, right? Most of the action is north of us. Alright, well, I do have to get up in the morning because we have to do our loading. I want to be like first in line to hit the road. So we'll just call this a regular watch party for a storm that never showed up to the party. It's all moving northeast. Well, all right, so I'm gonna say it's a dud, at least for us. But I will tell you that I had fun talking with y'all. It's always good to chat with the road crew. Obviously, we can't do it while we drive, so that's why we do things like this, to try to communicate with you and touch base with you. I'm guessing unwatch parties. There you go. I'm guessing we'll start the stream, I don't know, I'm going to say 6 o'clock 6:30, something like that. We have a window to arrive there between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. I'd like to get there early. If, hey, you're welcome, Doug. If by some weird chance we get we get hail and all that mess, maybe we'll record it or broadcast or whatever. I don't know. But I think I don't think anything's gonna happen tonight. So we'll let you guys go for now, and we'll pick up in the morning and head out. I don't know, what do we have? A 450 mile trip tomorrow. We load tomorrow morning 7 to 9, and we have a drop as soon as we can get there, up until I think 2 p.m. Sunday. But if we could drop it tomorrow, then we'll do it. All right, I'm tired. I'm full of sketties and meatballs and tortillas. I'm ready for bed. So we'll see you guys in the morning. Appreciate you. You know that, right? All right, take care. See you in the morning. We'll catch the next storm. I was gonna